These demons keep me up at night. Sometimes I wanna give up this fight. Every day feels like a battle I cannot win. Some days I want to give in to the ultimate sin. I cannot let the pain of this world beat me. I will not let this darkness defeat me. I know there is some way out deep in my heart. My broken mind just will not let me restart. Even though I know some days will be dark, and those days will always leave their mark. My heart feels as though it has turned to stone, and the next battle always feels unknown. But I know there will be better days. I just have to find my way out of this dark, dark haze. The darkness can sometimes overcome me, and I feel as though I no longer want to be. I have to find my strength within. I refuse to let these demons win. I know I will see better days, even though sometimes my mind feels like a dead-end maze. Some days I feel like I do not belong here. Some days I wanna give in to all my fear. I cannot let the pain of this beat me, even though it feels as though they could easily defeat me. I must find a strength I thought was lost. I have to find it, no matter the cost. The sun will shine and I will find myself again. I refuse to let the pain of this world win. There is a light within. If I can find it, I would walk through hell to reignite it. I just have to find a little spark, then I find my way out of the dark. There is something in me that refuses to let the darkness win. I will never let myself give in. I must keep searching for the light of my heart. I do not want to willingly depart. How do you find light in the dark? I would do anything to find that spark. The demons say a light can never be found. I would fight them to drown out their sound. Sometimes it feels like this battle will never end, but it is my life I must defend. Although a war wages inside me, I will not let it blind me. I know that I can win this war within. The alternative would be my greatest sin. Each day I continue to fight for the light. It is the only way to regain my sight. But now I must find my way in the dark as I continue to dig and call for my spark. I search for my spark in the dark of my heart, for with it I will make a new start. I will not let these demons win. I refuse to let them lead me to the greatest sin. They do not want me to continue on. They do not want me to see another dawn. They try to make darkness their home in my mind. So I know it is light I must find. This darkness sometimes feels like home. It feels like all I have ever known. I must forgive my heart and mind, or I will forever be blind. If I can learn to love me, I know from these demons I will be set free. I know that only love can win this war within. The demons want me to meet my end. Some days I think the love for myself is completely gone. Those days it feels impossible to go on. I must forgive my broken mind and all my frozen heart, for it is love I must find. I need to find a love from my own heart. I have to let my light heal the broken part.
My mind I cannot trust sometimes. This turbulent track is filled with the hardest climbs. My mind was headed for another breakdown. With all the heavy thoughts in my head, I might drown. How can I know which path to trust? Sometimes I feel the path is turning to dust. I try to close my eyes, but I stumble. This long winding path has made me humble. I believe this path has made me stronger, but it just keeps growing longer. I walk through this cold wilderness. I still try to treat myself with tenderness. My mind can sometimes take a wrong turn, and it can make my heart burn. I try to gently mend my hurting heart. Sometimes it feels like it has been torn apart. What do you do with a mind that cannot be trusted? Sometimes it has to be readjusted. Pushing through, I know to myself I must be true. I look for light in the dark. With it I will set a new mark. But I do not know what I am looking for. Sometimes it feels like there should be an open door. It started to rain in my heart again. It has to end, but I do not know when. I long for some light in this storm, but the storm just takes on a new form. I see a flash of lightning up ahead, but my mind is filled with dread. I saw a glimpse of a path in the light. I must fight to get it right. One glimpse, then another. I can still my feet, but I will not accept defeat. I flew too close to the sun. I wish this damage could be undone. I try to readjust my tired eyes. I long for blue skies. I fear the storm will never clear, but I also fear the end is near. I try to trust each step of my feet. This will not end in my defeat. I try to heal my broken heart and mind, 'cause this brokenness has left me blind. Keep pushing through to myself. I must be true.
I have to turn this train around, otherwise it will run straight into the ground. I try to look back at the winding track. Sometimes it feels like my mind is under attack. I feel like I am headed for a breakdown. Either that or I will crash face down into the ground. There must be another way on this track. I must find a way to go back. Is there a way to put it in reverse? It feels like there is no way it could get worse. But if this track only goes one way, there is no way I can stay. It spirals down, down and further down. I fear it will not be long before it crashes into the ground. I fear I will not survive the crash if I
then put it in reverse and head back toward the top. I try to gently and quickly press the brakes. This may be hard, but I know the stakes. I gently hug myself as I come to a stop. Down my face, I feel one tear drop. I do not know how I made it this far down, but I am thankful I did not crash into the ground. Maybe this breakdown was a blessing, even if the track down was rather depressing. I look up at the steep winding track. I know I can find my way back. They say God does not give you more than you can handle. Now it is time that I make my preamble. I take this stop to catch my breath. I was certain this track would lead to my death. I try to find some momentum to put it in reverse. My own mind, I must now coerce backward up this winding road. Maybe slow, but back up. This track is the only way to go. I must leave this heavy train behind me from its weight. I must finally be set free. Try not to think about all I have left behind. One ring at a time as I climb this track to the top. I must make it back. I feel the freedom from the weight I left behind. I now feel like I can continue to climb. It was not easy to turn around, but it is better than crashing into the ground. I feel a light at the end of this tunnel. This climb is truly made me humble. Some days I wanna run away, but it is here I always stay. I feel trapped by my shattered mind. Some days it feels like life has left me behind. I long for a bright new day. There has to be a better way. I knew which path to trust. I know in God my path I must entrust. But my mind plays tricks on me. It feels like I will never be set free. They say you reap what you sow. Yet another reason not to let my pain show. I feel overcome with shame. There is no one else to blame. I long for some rest in my heart and mind. Sometimes I feel like life has left me blind. I try to focus on the path ahead of me. If only there was a way I could see. I stop to think all I have overcame, I know there is no reason to feel all this shame. I know I'm not broken beyond repair, I have to treat myself with love and care. I know there is a path that will lead to my redemption. I have to stop with my negative premonition. I try my hardest to stay humble, 'cause my pride will just make me stumble. My mind can sometimes make me fall, but I have to remember to get back up and stand tall. It is okay to have a bad day, but in the darkness I will not stay. I will not let the shame overcome me. I know someday I will be set free. If I can see the light within, I will be able to see again. I must forgive my own broken mind. I am tired of feeling blind. Put me through a great ordeal. I have reaped what I have sown. The future is unknown. I feel like the tides must turn. A little more happiness I must earn. I must try to find a way to turn around. I am tired of feeling like I am about to drown. I seek light in this darkness. I will not let it make me heartless. I release all this shame. I will no longer feel all the blame. I give it to God and try to find some peace. I know soon all my pain will cease. Karma has made its raid. I know my debts are repaid. I have wallowed long enough. It is time to show that I can be tough. Karma's played its dirty game, but it feels like I will never be the same. I find a way back to the light. I will trust God and do what is right. I am tired of living in this purgatory. I will return to all God's glory. I have to forgive myself too. That is the hardest thing to do. I must find a love for myself again. The self-loathing will only lead me to sin. I've lived too long in this darkened shame. I forgive myself and release the blame. I will find a way to be whole. It is the only way to save my soul. No one heard my silent cry. Through the times I thought I would rather die. I was afraid the truth would be too loud to share my pain. I was too proud. I feel all the pain of my shame. I feel I am the only one to blame. But my heart's wounds are deep, and into my mind I do not let them creep. I would rather live in this darkness, but the darkness has left me heartless. But the darkness pokes and prods me until all I long to do is see. I've walked through life so hurt and blind. I know it is peace and love I need to find. I walk through life with a blinded heart, and I still feel the pain of it in every part. I long to see, but I just remain numb to my feelings. I refuse to succumb. I know I do not face the hurt and shame, and I will truly be forever to blame. I do not want to walk forever in the dark, but yet I am still afraid to embark. Sometimes it feels easier to feel nothing. I still wish to just feel something. I thought I lost myself in the shame, but I am done playing karma's game. I will once again live my life. I will no longer live in constant strife. I tried to open my weary eyes. I refuse to live a life of lies. I have to face the humility. I know I have the ability. I have lived so long with the guilt. I know my life can be rebuilt. I am afraid to feel anything again, but I am most afraid to feel the shame of my sin. I know if I can awake my dormant heart, I will feel again, and I fear to awaken the broken part. But I know I am not really living life now. I long to live again, but do not know how. I will find myself again. I refuse to end my life in sin. I must find a love for my heavy heart. I must find a way to heal the broken part. The darkness has taught me to be humble. I will remember that anytime I stumble, I hide all the pain behind my eyes. But I can finally see through the darkness disguise. I face the pain within my heavy heart. I will love myself with every part. It is the hardest thing to do, but it is why I need to keep pushing through. I have to forgive myself first, 'cause that is the pain that hurts the worst. I long to be whole again. Living in the darkness has been my greatest sin. I will find a way to thaw my frozen heart. I will find a way to heal every part. My broken mind is another story. I will find a way to bring it back to its former glory. I pushed my mind past its breaking point. I left myself feeling nothing but disjoint. I broke my heavy heart along the way. Now in this darkness I always stay. I will find peace in this thunderous storm. My broken mind can take on a new form. I will keep looking for ways to heal my pain. shattered mind a brighter tomorrow I know I can find. I long for a greater inner peace. With it I know the pain will cease. I wander through this life so blindly, I still try to treat myself kindly. Try to feel the light that I cannot see. I know there is a way for me to be me. I long for the self that I have lost. I know that I must find it no matter the cost. The pain has cost me part of my soul. I will find a new way to be whole. If I can accept what is broken inside, I feel there will finally be a new tide. I must accept the mistakes I have made. I have let karma make its raid. I felt all the pain that I had caused. I will take a minute to feel it while I keep life paused. I know that I can find a way to make it through. To my own heart I say, I love you. My frozen heart begins to thaw. I take a minute to stand in awe. I did not know how strong it had become. Out of the darkness I feel a thrum. It beats steady once again. I take another moment to just take it in. I feel a weight lift that I did not know. I carried all the pain I had kept buried. I know that it will take time, even though I wish I could turn it around on a dime. But I refuse to continue to be blind. My inner peace I begin to find. I will shed all the parts that live in the darkness. I will leave it behind and not let it leave me heartless. I try to open my tired eyes. I feel I can start to see through the disguise. I haven't lived so long in this pain. There is something more that I can gain. I feel a resilience building within me. I know if I keep going I can be free. I must take it day by day. Sometimes I feel like I have nothing more to say, but I know that I can find a light within. I will not let the darkness lead me to the greatest sin. I feel my heart begin to grow warmer. I know I can turn this corner. My tired eyes begin to regain their sight. I will not give up this fight. I see myself through the light within, and I'm so glad I never gave in. I have become stronger through this pain. I feel myself start to release the shame. This dark path alone, it is the only path I have known. But the sun shines down upon me, and I feel as though I know who I should be. My eyes begin to see the color of this world again. The darkness within was truly my greatest sin. I feel a glory forming within me, and I see all that was meant to be. I have come out so much stronger. This long winding path just took much longer. I know it was my broken mind that made me stumble, but from here on out I will remain humble. I have some inner peace, and with that I feel the pain slowly decrease. I take in the light within my heart with new eyes. I am so thankful I finally saw through the darkness disguise. possibly understand. I feel the weight of all the demand. They say pressure turns coal to diamonds in time. I would do anything to feel sublime. This pressure just breaks me down until I feel like I am going to drown. I never let the weight of it show the truth of my pain. No one will ever truly know. I am trapped in the pain of this cage. Sometimes I wish I could break the walls down with my rage. But even some rage I cannot muster. I have lost all my luster. Try to break free every day, but it feels as though I will always feel this way. I just try to keep an open mind. A way out I know I must find. Sinking and drowning, I reach for a hand. I must reach out and take a stand. My way out of this darkness. Sometimes I feel like it has left me heartless. I feel the diamond within me forming. That is when the darkness comes swarming. If I can stay strong just a little while longer, I know I will keep on getting stronger. I just have to make it through this tunnel of my pain. I will make it out this, and it will not be in vain. I will wake up on a bright new day. I just have to find my own way. Sometimes I wish there was a way to fix this pain within, a way to break through the darkness of my sin. But I must forgive my own broken soul. I must find to make a diamond out of the coal. If I can see the beauty in my heart, I can find a way to heal the broken part. It may not be a perfect fix, but I am done falling for Satan's tricks. I try to remember who made me. I must not let the enemy downgrade me. I can be whole and happy again. To end it now would be my greatest sin. The devil wants to keep me down, 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 until I am deep in the ground. I must go mining there, the darkness of my heart. I must digging and sift through the darkest part. The strength I must muster. I see a sparkle from the diamond within. I am glad that I never gave in. I stand on the other side of the storm. The sky takes on a new form. A rainbow and sunshine straight ahead, and to think I was just filled with dread. I no longer feel all the weight. This is my true fate. Although the storms may again rumble, I will remember to stay humble. I know that I can weather any storm. I will embrace my new form. I have come out stronger. I just had to hang on a little longer. The journey was worth the price. Another path would not have sufficed. I am grateful for where I stand. I am glad I fulfilled every too. I felt like giving up when the days were too dark, but I knew somehow I must reignite my spark. I longed for some respite for my hurting heart. I longed for healing for the deepest wounded part. My mind fought a silent war. I felt the turmoil of it down to my core. The tears would no longer fall. It was like I could feel nothing at all. I longed to feel anything, even the pain. I felt as though feeling nothing would drive me insane. I felt stuck and numb through it all, and out of the darkness I began to crawl. I had to face the wounds I kept buried, to look at all the weight I carried. I felt the weight of all the world on my shoulders. The pain in my heart still smolders, but at least I was beginning to feel again. I was ready to face it and turn from my sin. I longed to find the purpose of my life. I will no longer live in constant strife. I began to focus on who I could become. I am done with this constant feeling of numb. I let the weight of my past be lifted. I felt that finally my path had shifted. I will feel joy and love again in my heart. I just have to begin to heal the broken part. It may not be easy to face all my shame, but I am done living with all the blame. I forgive my broken heart and mind a new purpose in life. I know I can find my soul can finally start to heal. I will once again begin to feel. I have wandered so long in the dark on a new path I will embark. I try to open my once blinded eyes. I begin to see through the darkness disguise. I to the light. He was there with me on my darkest night. I know he longed for my long last return, but he had to allow me to feel the burn. I started to long to return to his love. I knew the love was longing from above. I still have a long way to go, but I feel a light within starting to glow. I will take it one step at a time. I know with God out of this darkness I can climb. I keep my eyes on my feet. I am glad I never accepted defeat. The devil wanted to keep me down, but I kept going and did not drown. I could have drowned in my shame, but I now know the devil is to blame. I let it go and give it to God. I know he loves me even though I am flawed. I slowly begin to feel all of his love again. Turning my back to him was my greatest sin. I will follow the light and find my purpose. I feel my light coming to the surface. This little light of mine, I am going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I am going to let it shine. I still have a long way to go. I have reached another plateau. Oh, my eyes feel so tired and heavy. I do not know if I am ready. Oh, I see the sun setting far from me. I know I have to keep going, I can be free. I feel the chains allowed to bind me. I know with God I can break free. I begin to slowly walk back into the shadows. I have to rest now and face my woes. Oh, I have to continue to stoke the fire in my heart. I have not yet fully healed the deepest wounded part. The wounds of my heart are so deep, and into my mind the darkness begins to creep. I try to rest my weary eyes. I am tired of believing all the enemy's lies. I close my eyes and pray to God. I know he loves me even though I'm flawed. It was easier to climb the one steep landscape. In this valley, my mind, I cannot escape. I have an inner turmoil I cannot defeat. I must find a way to be complete. Oh, I can begin to turn away, but hear God call my name. The devil wants me to feel all the shame. I am locked in a war between shame and love. I feel both sides pulling on me stronger from above. I try to look up, but I'm filled with doubt. I begin to cry and long to shout. I long to shout out to my Lord. I do not because I am afraid to be ignored. I feel the fear creep back into my mind. I do not want to once again be blind. I have let the darkness back inside my heart. I feel the fire within quickly depart. I have once again fallen into the black. My mind is back under constant attack. I do not know how once again to find the light. I have a feeling this is gonna be my darkest night. I am cold and alone, lying on the hard earth. I try to remember all I am worth. I will praise you in this dark, and on a new day I will reembark. But it begins to rain, and I long for light. I do not know how I will make it through this night. I long to hear you through this thunderous storm. I remind myself I was made in your form. I see lightning bright in the sky. I see glimpses of light right when I thought I would rather die. To face the darkness after I saw the light, I know I will have the dark to fight. I try to remember how to see through the darkness disguise. I have to try to reopen my tired eyes. I will rest my way through this dreary night. I know in the morning there will be a new light. I long for rest, but I toss and I turn. I do not want to feel this burn. Slowly but surely the minutes pass by, and into sleep I drift and fly. In my dreams I long to feel God's love, but the devil wants me to believe I am unloved. A battle I still fight in my mind. I know my inner purpose I must find. God made me for a perfect reason. In myself I must see what He sees. And I wake from a restless night of sleep, and again all the darkness begins to creep. I try my hardest to stay in the light, but the darkness will not give up without a fight. I look for the light, it is the only way to regain my sight. I see a spark through dark. I know that you have left your mark. I can feel your love burning in my heart. It breaks the dark stone walls apart. The walls fall from my heart. I feel my heart restore. God's love lights my heart from within. I will follow Him and turn from my sin. I know there will be dark days, but with God's love my heart's light will blaze. The darkness will play its tricks, especially when I'm faced with life's conflicts. But I will remember God's love and try to stay in the light. With each day I continue to regain my sight. I long for peace deep in my soul. My sin has left a great hole. Oh, I follow where God's love can only lead me, and I know I can finally be set free. Satan wants to keep me in his chains, but with the Lord I know who reigns. God longs for my love. The greatest love comes from above. I may have started as a tiny, minuscule seed, buried in the dark and not knowing my own need. But in the darkness I started growing. I did not know where I was going. It felt as though I was breaking as I grew. But finally I see I can make it through. Now the roots have begun to form. I know I can make it through any storm. I know the way will become clearer as I grow. purpose. I'll keep growing till my dreams come to the surface. And I am now growing in the truth that God has shown, that my purpose is something God made me for His own. I know it will not always be easy and bright, but if I keep going, I can brighten my inner light. I will push past my comfort zone. This I refuse to continue to postpone. I have grown through my struggles and pain. I will not let it all be in vain. A new bud and I'll feel form a beautiful flower. I know from God I will find the power. I have to remember to stay humble. There will still be times when I will stumble. I can find a way that my dark past can help others. I long to bring light to all my sisters and brothers. I know what it is to live in the dark. On my new path I will finally embark. I can spread my light to those who are lost. I will have to face some pains, but it is worth the cost. I have so much love in my heart. I long to share it with the world and do my part. I now see that I finally sowed my fruitful seeds. I can grow my light and continue to go where God leads. I'm proud of how far I have come. I came out of the dark and am no longer numb. I will grow the fruits I was born to bear. This will be the answer to my deepest prayer. I will continue to grow and share my heart. This is why I am here. I finally will do my part. This fruit will fulfill my inner purpose. I feel more branches breaking through the surface. I can share this fruit with hungry hearts. I feel this is finally where my purpose starts. I do not regret the struggles and growing pains. I am proud I broke through the devil's chains. I see how my story can help others who long to grow. I will keep going and continue my seeds to sow. I will sow new seeds of peace and love. I know the right way will be lit with the light from above. I will share my fruit with the world's hungry hearts. I know with God I can show others how to find their fresh starts. I see that these fruits bear seeds, and I will go wherever God leads. I finally come out of the dark and will stay in God's light. I can help others who are facing their darkest night, to help feed the hungry souls who long to grow. This is a hard path, but I will let my light show. God gave me this light to share. I know there's nothing with Him I cannot bear. Sharing the light from above is my new mission. This is my life's true ambition. I can show us the way to break their dark and stony heart. I will continue to follow the light until from this world I depart.
These seeds can be carried and in new places be buried. Each seed is a gift from God. He loves all, even those who are flawed. With each new seed that is planted, I will not take a single seed for granted. The new seeds begin to grow. They all have their own inner glow. Each life on this earth must know its own worth. We grow through what we go through. We will all see when we are due. Some seeds take longer to grow, but they still in time begin to glow. I remain rooted, but feel my heart growing.
I may be here, but my seeds are sowing, and I feel my inner light grow stronger. I am so grateful I hung on a little longer. With the winds of the storms that have come blowing, the wind continued to do the sowing. I felt lost when the storm was passing. I did not see what I was bypassing. I may have felt heavy and lost in the eye of the storm, but I now truly see that I was made in your form. God gave me this strong foundation. I can now see past my old hesitation. I had to dig my way out of the darkness. I am so grateful I did not become heartless. I may still long to wander, but I stay rooted here. I now know that God has always been near. I see the old path now in the sun. I can now see all my God has done. That path was headed off the cliff. Thank God I stopped here to sift. I sifted through the hard earth. I had to keep going until I saw my worth. I found soil so rich deep down inside. I'm glad from God I did not continue to hide. I dug a valley into the plateau, and I was thinking I had so far to go, but now my roots are strong in my worth. I see buds beginning around me to pop through the earth. All this time I thought I was alone. Now I see all that God has grown. I see the beautiful seeds poking through the ground. I now see all of God's glory, and I have been found. I feel that I have finally found my purpose. These seeds continue to break through the surface. The sky darkens and takes on a new form. I long to hear God, but cannot over the storm. I now see how it is God that brings the rain. I now know these storms are not in vain. The little sprouts blow in the wind. You know that all have sinned, but the rain brings with it new life. The buds break through after the their roots are becoming connected. Not a single seed should be neglected. I feel the strength of each bud grow, and these are God's seeds that are sowing. I am just here to spread peace and love. These are my gifts from above. God made each person in His own form. He made each one of us